Welcome to Basketball Heads Live. I'm your host, Glenn Poole Harding. And tonight, we are continuing to discuss and celebrate the amazing week from JC, Jaquann Carlos and Teron Slow Buckets Allen, who had one hell of a week. All right? Joining me tonight is Thomas Jefferson head coach, Lawrence Bud Pollard. We're going to talk about his roller coaster relationship with the PSAL. You never know who name you might hear tonight, because it's going down. Basketball heads, let's start the show.
Y'all ready? Yes. You have just stepped out into the world of chaos. Where everybody go hard. Come on. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Or go home. Never back down. You gotta hold your own. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. East Coast. Go hard. West Coast. Go hard. Midwest. Go hard. Dirty. Hurry up, everybody. Get online. Buy your tickets, cause the game about to start.
It's a lot going on, man. It's a lot going on in the city. And, I'm here to speak up for the kid, because for the 4 games that Jaquann demonstrated his scoring excellence, seemed like he got a lot of flack from it as well. I just want y'all to understand, and DJ Don DeMarco, you already know. You play high school ball. You was in there. Just imagine your senior year only having a 6-game season. At the very end of the year, will it put you at odds of maybe missing out some AAU games. Even your graduation, from what I heard. Because they wanted some of the games to be played on the weekend, and some of these kids' graduation is on the weekend. So what do you choose? You choose your graduation, or you choose to play? Vince Carter chose to go to his graduation at North Carolina and still show up at his game the same day. Still caught flack from it. So you damn if you do, damn if you don't. Nobody's going to have these kids back. Well, basketball heads is always going to have these kids back and speak up for them. I know their coaches is in there fighting for them as well. And I know we have a lot of people like my guy BG fighting for these kids as well. When they ain't have nowhere else to play, he's opening up gyms, finding places for these kids to play so they can train and stay on top of their game. So, and I notice a lot of other coaches out there doing the same. See what my guy Bud at. Because I don't really go on Thursdays. This is a special edition. Had a conversation with my guy, and I said, man, your fight needs to be heard. Right? A lot of times we just see these coaches on the sidelines coaching their kids, and we don't understand all the work that they put in to get these kids to play. We don't understand the politics that go on behind the scenes that make it hard for the kids and coaches to accomplish their goals. Some of the things I heard last night was insane. The kind of disrespect that's been dished out to the coaches and the athletic directors and down to the kids is crazy. And I always tell y'all, I'm a conspiracy theorist to the third power. And I say this, they are out to destroy the game. And where else to start is the Mecca, New York City. You get this all discombobulated and going crazy, and you can mess up a generation of ball players. like that. Kids will start thinking about doing other things. They'll be in the streets more. Right? So, this is my take on it. And I've seen a lot of things that in the past and in the present day that make me say, wow, are they really trying to destroy the game? Are they really trying to put kids at odds? Put them in and then say, oh, well, we did our part. And I know the best guy to talk to is my guy, Lawrence Pollard. Welcome back to the show, my brother. That hat, man. Oh, that bucket is nice,
that
yo.
Bucket, I got the matching fit, the Jeff game day fit, man.
Yeah. And
Day
it kind of
fit.
fits, you know. You got the orange and blue, I got the orange and black. But I gotta cop that, man. I need that bucket.
Listen, man. Listen. Them colors, that orange and blue look a lot better than that green, that gray and blue, man. What's up, man?
Yo, chill out, fam. That gray and blue still rocks. You heard?
Yeah, man. Tell me about
all day, baby.
Yeah.
What's up, my brother?
Ain't nothing, man. We just finished our season up, had our last game just now. Just got back in the house.
Yeah, tell me, because it was a lot of delays going on, brother. What was going on?
Wait, delays in terms of what?
I know. I was watching a lot.
Oh yeah, I mean it was a lot of loud. It was one of them. It was a wacky day today. You know, everything wasn't. You know, everything was. It seemed like the stars wasn't aligned today. We got through the season. You know, the devil was working, but you know, we got the game in, and you know, team, everybody played well. We left on a happy note. You know, we got 100 points, so that's our goal offensively to score 100. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We like to play 32 minutes of hell, fast and furious. And we like to hit a lot. We like to shoot a lot, and make a lot of threes. And then you know, also we had a JC. I mean, his accomplishment. He got 2,311 points. He became an all-time leading scorer. So that Mount Rushmore is JC, Slick, and then Keith Spellman. 3 tough guards, man.
Wow, man. And listen, let's go back to the beginning of the week, right? Walk us through it, because I know people looking at those scores and don't know what's really going on behind the scenes and how much their teammates were behind him in all aspects of his accomplishments. So walk us through that, Coach.
And one of the things I did today after the game, when we talked about a lot of things and moving forward with those guys in life and team and just everything, you know what I'm saying, off the court, on the court. But when we ended the season last year in the Final Four, JC had 1,987 points, right? He needed 13 points to break 2,000, but then they ended the season in the Final Four, so he never got that. And he's been scoring a lot of points since he was a freshman. He came in the gym as a freshman and was averaging 25. You know, it went down in sophomore year. Kareem went from averaging 12 points to 38 points. Kareem, and but he, you know, everything worked well, and he, you know, he was able to maintain the scoring when it went down a little bit. But moving to the present, when we had our first game, he needed 13 points. So when he got the 13 points, he was on fire. You know what I'm saying? He was on fire. So I took him out when he got 51. I didn't want to run it up on him. And he said to me, he said, Coach, let me get 60. Let me do that. Come on, it's my last year. I want to break Keith Spellman. I want to catch Samari. And then when I thought about it, I said, you know what, JC, you're right. Because during a regular game, I'd never take him out the game. He plays 32 minutes every game. He never comes out the game. And I do owe him that. You know what I'm saying? But it's also a fine line between, you know what I'm saying, showing your opponent up by keeping your best player in. So I think, you know, so I said, you know, I weighed the two. I said, you know what? I'll take the hit for that because he deserves it. And my loyalty is to him, not to my opponent. You know what I'm saying? And he got a lot of buckets stored. And if we would have had the season this year, he would have got the record easy. He probably would have been over 2,500 points. Knowing him, but he definitely been 40 points.
Excuse me. And that's the point I was making, right? A 6-game season. What do you tell your senior who's telling you, Coach, I want to play? Like, we don't have like another 17 more games to go.
Definitely, and he's a kid. I had a meeting with the guys, and I kind of used him as an example, as a role model for them. Because I asked the team, if you raise your hand if you ever came to a practice and JC wasn't there.
and they all couldn't raise their hand. There's never been one. He's never missed a practice, school. He's been a model student. I mean, he has his flaws. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's perfect. Them faces and that whining sometimes, but nobody's perfect. But he's as close as perfect as you can get on and off the court. I mean, he overachieved academically on the court as well on and off the court, and he's everything what we ask our players to be. Man, it's hard having him go out the door, and you know what I'm saying, not knowing what's coming in. But if everybody comes in on campus that's supposed to come in, the future looks bright for us. And but so when he scored after he scored the 51, and he said what he said, I said, Jason, you right. I apologize for taking you out. I don't take you out any other time. You deserve to reach that record. But it also the teammates. So when I went to take him out one time, one of the teammates said, he said, nah, I don't take him out, coach. Let him get it. So the team did that for him. But people don't know what you got to do. When that kid, what you got to do is score 50, 73, 93. He scored 90 back-to-back days. I didn't even want to play him the second day after the 90 because when I called him, he was like he couldn't get out of bed. He was dripping sweat. But he got in the game, and then what sparked it was that when we went to play them, it was up for the game. Now, you would think a team like that, they would play a zone. They play us man, they challenge us, as a coach should. If I got Jeff coming in and I'm playing Jeff, if they the best and I want to be the best, I want to challenge them. They didn't sit back. They challenged. They best player went at JC. He scored 5 points on JC. So now they turned JC up. So JC went crazy. Once he started challenging them. So then he running around, but it took his teammates. His teammates found him. But you know what I'm saying? It was they rebounded, they found them. You know what I'm saying? They kept feeding them, but more importantly, he kept making them. Cause you could feed somebody all day. If they can't shoot, they can't score. You know what I'm saying? That's
Talk
one thing we
about
all
it, coach.
forget.
Tell
You know what I'm saying? That's one thing you could shoot 1,000 shots. If you can't shoot, you can't score 10 points. I don't care who you in the gym with or whoever. So yes, our opponents was inferior. Yes. You know, I take that. But those points can't be erased no matter who they're against.
Hold on, coach. Hold on. You didn't schedule that game.
Oh yeah, and I'm gonna get to that part
I don't think in a million years you would have said, fellas, we going down the block and we're going to go play Spring Creek.
And that wasn't.
No, not the Spring Creek.
That we wouldn't have played them. We would have scrimmaged them. But I'm not the type of coach to think I'm on Mount Rushmore and I don't want to give somebody that might not be on our level a chance. I remember when I first came to Jeff, he was on the bottom. I mean, you knew how I was when you was in high school, how I was in high school. And I remember I reached out to guys like Tiny and certain guys. They was like, nah, he didn't want to play me. And I remember I reached out to the Grady coach. He took over for Ringo. And I said, he banged the phone on me. He said, this is who? Calling from where? Boom, bang the phone up on me. So moving
No, I'm saying in a 6-game season, not the regular season. If you had a 6-game season and you had 6 teams to play, I don't think Spring Creek would have been one of them.
Oh no, definitely Spring Creek would have won. It should have been one of them, and it didn't make sense to me for them to put them in our division because we had enough AA teams that opted in that was playing.
Yep.
They said you can't leave your borough to play, but they let South Shore girls leave the borough to go play in the Donald Douglas event. So they contradict themselves with that. They contradict themselves. How you let South Shore go to Queens to play a double hit with Cardoza, but you can't leave the borough and play? So they did that. But that goes to show you they do what they want to do when they want to do it. So the rules only apply. The rules apply when they see fit. So I'm not even going to touch that. But you know what I'm saying? That's over my pay grade. But moving forward, this is what's on the schedule, and neighbor. This is what's on the schedule, so we play the game. Now, during this time, I reached out to, Canarsie forfeited against us. They wouldn't play us. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. Time out.
Mm-hmm.
Is Canarsie A-AA?
Canarsie is AA team. They was on the schedule. I called them the week of the game. The day before they played Transit on Wednesday. We supposed to play on Friday. So I called them to talk about the game, and he said, "Oh, I'm not playing you." I said, "Well, if you're not playing us, I'm gonna get Transit Tech to play." He said, "No, I'm playing my home games." So he said he opted. He played his home games. So he played his home game on Wednesday, opted out on us on Thursday, played his game on Monday. So he didn't want to play us. You know what I'm saying? I reached out to KK. I don't have a great relationship with the coach at E. I don't know them guys. It's a little bit of bad blood there, but I try to mend the fence. You know what I'm saying? And I called them, emailed them, begged them, let's play. They didn't want to play. You know what I'm saying? whatever reason they wouldn't want to play. You know, Smoke opted out, and Boys and Girls opted out,
What is the
and
problem, Coach? What do you think is going on? I know
you
you can't speak for the other coaches, but what do you think is the
I mean,
underlying issue?
I can't speak of what goes on in other people's programs. I only can tell you what goes on in my program. And and we never stopped playing. Wherever we could, we found the gym. We was blessed to get a gym once a week. We took advantage of that gym. Wherever we could play in Long Island, Westchester. So as a coach, my job is I would never want to let my kids down. My kids stayed true to me, like JC and guys could have left with other places to play. They like, I said, guys, we're gonna have a season. Stay ready, so we ain't gotta get ready. So throughout this whole pandemic, we got together at least once a week. And then when we played in Round Ball. We played in Mountie Junior in Westchester. We played in the March Madness. Wherever we could play, with the St. Pat, played in St. Pat. Anywhere we could find a game, we was there. So moving forward, the season comes, and we was ready to play. We had all hands on deck, and looking
So,
at this
Coach, you
team
was doing all this during the pandemic and everything. Like the kids
during the
were still
pandemic.
having. Wow.
So every week we got together at least once or twice a week. You know what I'm saying? We try to squeeze in 2 or 3 some weeks, depending on gym availability and where we can get it at. But I made sure that we stayed ready because I knew we was gonna have the season. Even though it wasn't the season I expected. But as you said last night, when you get a lemon, you gotta make lemonade. You know what I'm saying?
Have to, man. And
So
listen, and if you want to change these kids' memories from the trauma they have experienced from the year past, right?
definitely.
America was traumatized. America, period. So just imagine what a 15, 14-year-old kid, a 17-year-old kid is going through.
Oh, definitely. I could. I always said to myself, and I always made sure I try to keep these guys engaged, keep them be optimistic, be positive. Even though sometimes I had doubts, I never let them know I had doubts. I said, "Yo, get ready. We're gonna have the season. We're gonna get ready." I could see that a lot of those guys wasn't believers, but one person was a believer, JC. It was time we come in that gym. It'd be me. I'll be on the elliptical, and JC looking at me like, "Man, where everybody else? I'm the only one here." I said, "Listen, man. Everybody can't be great. Everybody want to be great, but everybody ain't willing to do what it takes to be great." So, and he was one of the kids that was there consistently. Saying he believed, and I'm happy that it ended the way for him, it ended today. But I tried to play. I tried to play every double A school. So we were supposed to play. We were supposed to play Brooklyn Collegiate tomorrow. I try to get a game with them, but it seemed like it didn't work out. Coach was doing a lot of things on the weekend, team camps, AAU. He was doing a lot of things. So we finally found a day that worked, which is tomorrow. So when I reached out to the PSAL, to put the game on the schedule, to make us one of the forfeits in somebody's division, they said, well, they're not in your division. I said, how they not in our division? So then he said, well, it's a non-league game. You got to pay for the ref. I said, why I got to pay for the ref?
Wow.
I
Oh
said, the board,
yeah, yeah.
I'm
That's
saying,
right. That's right.
I'm in the board ed 26 years. The fiscal year ends on June 30th. It's hundreds and thousands of dollars that gonna have to go back to the city if we don't spend. Like you taking food out of people's mouths, like school safety, overtime, coaches, referees that haven't ref in a year. Everybody that's food in people's mouths. You don't do that. Resources and game away from kids. Despite me, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what his issue is with me, but I mean, it always seems like it's an issue with me. All I do is work and grind, man. But you know what I'm saying? Because I guess I speak up and I don't conform to the yes sir and just take anything they give me. You know what I'm saying? Because if it ain't right, I'm gonna speak up. And I think sometimes people have an issue when you speak up against somebody that's black. But you gotta remember, everybody black ain't your brother, and every white man ain't the devil, man.
Say
You know what
it
I'm saying?
again. Say it again,
Yeah,
fam.
everybody
Please,
black
please.
is not your brother, and every white man ain't the devil, man. You know what
Facts.
I'm saying? Everybody talk Black Lives Matter, but before that can matter, Black lives gotta matter to black people. You know what I'm saying? We expect everybody else to come save us, but before they save us, we gotta save ourselves, man. You know what I'm saying? So, but and that's the shame. That's the hard part about the PSAL. Like a lot of us are in position to do a lot of things to help one another, but it seems like we have issues with one another. We let that block moving forward. So it's gonna be hard for us to ever move forward because there's too many of us against one another. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, like JD said, you said if the family can't win if the family feuds. You know what I'm saying? And the only one that suffered the kids because by cancel that game, you're not hurting me, Danny. I'm gonna get concession whether it's basketball or not. But you did the kids, school safety, the referees that ain't worked in a year. You know what I'm saying? The custodians that need that overtime. Everybody ain't had no tools and clothes for a year, so a lot of people ain't been working for a year. This is money that could have been used and resources that could have been used before they go back to the city and don't get used. So I mean, it is what it is, man. I mean,
going low. Hold on.
Oh yeah, so I'm
You
not
good,
even going. I'm not gonna
You
fight.
good, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not even.
Nah,
I'm
listen.
not gonna fight that.
I remember Tiny telling me some things a few years ago about his fight with the PSAL, and now it's you, right? It's
Well,
like,
it's always been me because I've spoken up, and I think a lot of them have issues because they say, "Oh, you talk about the black man like that. If the black man doing wrong to me, the kids, I gotta say something because he's black. He can't get away with that. You know what I'm saying? You can't get away with that. Like it's nothing personal. It's like we can't say you gotta hold people accountable. If I say something that ain't right, and you feel it ain't right, then we have a conversation. But I'm gonna say what I say. You can't do stuff. Don't give me the reason to say what I say, and then I won't say it. But once you give me a reason to say what I say, and I say it, you can't be mad at me because at the end of the day, that was you that gave me the reason or gave me something to talk about. But anyway, I mean, what we gonna do, man? I'm gonna move forward, get ready for next year. I'm glad I sent the kids out. They enjoyed senior day. I made the best I could out this seven game season, and we finished the season undefeated. Like it's great
damn,
to finish
coach,
the
they
season
gave you
undefeated.
6. They gave you 6, and you played 7. Trying to play 8 and 9.
Man, I'm trying to play everybody, man. I'm trying to play everybody. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not the point of the money. Like, I've been teaching 26 years, and I'm at the end. I'm at the end of the salary food chain, and it's not about the money. It's principle. Like, why should I work? I've been working hard, man. I've been. You know how with Jeff was before I got there. Like, so
Yes,
I ain't even
yes,
gonna go there.
yes,
And you where it
yes.
is now. And I came from hard work. Like, so how you tell me? That's to tell me to come out my pocket and pay for rest, and you don't pay. You can't even give me 2 rests. Come on, man. And this city got millions of dollars, and I'm gonna pay for rest out of my pocket. Come on, man. I'm not doing that. And if it ain't even in my home game, I'm gonna pay. Come on, man. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that. Like, and no disrespect to the kids, but sometimes principle, you gotta draw a line in the sand. You know what I'm saying? That's the
And
issue.
I think that's what South Shore chose to do, and Boys and Girls chose to do, because they was dealt so many rotten eggs. They was like, you know what? Instead of going through the headaches, we'll just not deal with it. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? That
I
maybe
think.
that probably was their game plan.
Well, speaking of smoke and roof, I just not to put words in their mouth, but I get the sense that they didn't have confidence in the PSL being able to pull this off.
Okay.
So smoke. He never stopped playing. He'll find a tournament in Pakistan somewhere to play. You know what I'm saying? You can see smoke with 15
That's
teams going to
real.
Pakistan.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying, on
Hey,
a boat somewhere. Like, he never stopped playing. He gonna find a way to be engaged. And to his defense, he got to keep his kids engaged no matter what. So, and I think Ruth, she probably was like, she been around longer than all of us, so she might feel that she didn't have the confidence that they could pull something off. But they did at the end of the day, and what I'm saying, we could leave out of here with a few games. The teams could leave out here with a few games under their belt.
yeah, yeah. That's real tough. And listen, this has been an ongoing thing all week, and I want to make sure I stay on top of it and give everybody a chance to have their voices heard. I was talking to VG yesterday, and to bring back you know uh, the black man topic up again. We was talking about Tom Kinchowski, and we had that little sit down with Tiny, Ray Haskins, Rob Holford, and John Johnson. And Tiny made a point. Tiny said, "Yo, it's crazy, G, that you got a bunch of black men here celebrating the life of a black man helping black kids, right?
White man helping black kids.
Right? Right. And that it will be hard for one of us to do that because we don't trust each other enough."
Yeah, that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? We don't praise each other enough. If they get a good job or respect each other. It seems like, so I'm a person like that. Like, I'm happy for you. You know what I'm saying? But even though, like, for example, Tiny live across the street from me, right? So every time I drive in here, I see them. I see the trophies at nighttime, the trophies in the window. I always was happy for them, but I wanted it, so I had to grind. You know what I'm saying? I grind. So sometimes we worry about what the other person has or do what they doing instead of trying to, how you did that? Like when I came in, Tiny, what's up? Tiny said to me, like one thing he said to me, you can't want it more than the kids. That always stuck with me when I first started coaching. So I go to Root, like I talk to them. I talk to Billy. I talk to a lot of guys all the time and bounce stuff off of them. But a lot of us don't. Like, we got to share ideas and be happy for them and wait your turn. But we don't. We hate instead of being happy for them and grind away and wait our turn. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to wait their turn. Everybody has a time. You know what I'm saying? Smoke in the South Shore. You know what I'm saying? For years they couldn't get over the hump. Then last couple of years it was their time. You know what I'm saying? It was their time. They got 2 in a row. They deserved it. They've been knocking on the door. Like, so that's the way we gotta approach it, man. You praise them and you celebrate them, but you compete against them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the same guy I am off the court that I'm on the court. So when you come to a game, you see me bugging out. That ain't who I am. That's me having an out of body coaching experience. I'm not the same guy. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt. But I know this, man. You're a guy that's always looking for support. I can vouch for that because basketball heads, you have helped out a lot. You've reached out to people, get people on the show, very important people, and just bouncing ideas. You'll just call me out the blue, and we'll just be talking basketball, and don't know those things will be motivate me for the next show. You know, to spark some interest in what's going on, or keep that interest going in what's going on in New York City. So I want to say thank you and salute, man. We got to do that and keep this brotherhood tight, you know?
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely, man. Hopefully, this pandemic should have made us appreciate and miss basketball, and coaches miss each other. Like, I miss coaching against those guys and like having that rivalry. You know what I'm saying? I miss it and I appreciate it. So when I'm back in the gym now, I look forward to competing against these guys, playing against each other. But I think we definitely need to bond a little bit for the sake of the game, like Catholic League, Public League, black coaches, because coaches in general. Because at the end of the day, coaches are coaches, man. No matter where they coach, Catholic, public, you know what I'm saying. We all should be. It should be something that we all make New York City basketball better, because we all benefit when New York City basketball is better. You know what I'm saying?
How about this? How about off the air? You know, we go break some bread somewhere, and we put together a plan for like maybe a New York City basketball day, barbecue, something where we can bring all the coaches down, right?
Hey, Glenn, we can't go certain places with certain coaches. Some of them guys are cheap. Like, I like Philippe's, STKs, Ricardo. These guys want to go to Applebee's.
Yo, I'm not. No. You and I are going to break bread and put a plan together.
Say no more. Definitely.
Don't worry about that, fam. We good. We good on this, man. Trust me. Well, what I'm saying is, I think it's going to take something to bring the guys out. Not a place where we competing against each other. Just where we just sharing ideas and just kicking in and bonding.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, definitely, we got to do that. Hey, yo, when I get my picture too, man.
Yo, you putting pressure on me now, man. You putting pressure.
How everybody get a
I can't be in front of you.
I can't be the big dog, man.
Because you
everybody
are
get a
episode
picture
number
with me.
1. I can't front. When you went up on my YouTube joint, I put you as episode number 1 because I didn't have all of Tiny's first show. You deserve that for all the help that you did for the show. And I got a t-shirt for you, fam. So I got to show some love. I'm going to get to my guy tonight and let him know we got to get this done this week. All right? What you looking at?
Hold on. Who's that? Oh, that's Anwar over there, man. Look at Anwar, man. Show you this guy, man. I got the Viking guy trying to come over here and bum rush the show. Hey, yo, I don't have the remote. Hold, give me a second, man. I gotta go let Anwar in, man. Vikings, man. See this bird pop up. See, he come in here. He drink all my beers up, all the alcohol. Then he leave his cups all over the place. Them Viking guys are bad guys, man. But thanks for having me, man.
South Shores in the building.
South Shores in the building. Them Vikings in the town. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
All right, man. We top it up, though.
No doubt.
All right, man. Thanks for having me, man. We talk.
I'm all at you. Bet.
Peace. All right, guys.
All right. No doubt.
Open that door for me.
Yeah, Tiny should come back. Trust me. I think Tiny's putting together some kind of master plan somewhere. But definitely.
Yo, Air Wall, say something to basketball heads, man. Look at the Viking. Look at the Viking. Look at the Viking.
I'm gonna hold on for.
Oh, he said he gonna hold on for you, Air Wall.
Yeah. Tell him to come up.
Say, come up, man. Come up. Come up. Yo, why you always come over here empty-handed, man? Where your mask at, man? This guy never come with nothing in his hand, man. Never wash his dishes, never nothing, man.
Look at that. That's crazy.
All right, you coming on? We gonna do some bitch ball on basketball heads, man. You coming up, man? Oh yeah, you can't say that on live, man. Huh? Where you at? You coming up? Come up, man. Basketball heads want to talk to you, man, on the deck, man. Hold on, basketball heads. We're gonna have to Viking in the building.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, man. You want to hear what they do on the girls' side, man. 5-time champ, man.
Yo, definitely gonna do that. Respect to them. They run the city right now. We have some Mary Bertram greats up here talking about their time that they had running the city. And now South Shore is doing their thing on the boys.
Yeah,
and
well,
girls.
go ahead and talk the basketball
And then
heads,
you got
man.
Thomas Jefferson head coach, Bud Pollard.
Yeah, talk the
doing
basketball
his
heads.
thing on the city, state championship.
Now, he had 20. Yo, oh, yeah, Jay only had 20. I took him out at halftime, man. I ain't playing him in the second.
You only had 20 today?
Yeah,
Hold
20
up.
Huh?
You only had 20 today?
I took him out in the first half. Yo, they was real aggressive, kind of wild. You know, it was just.
Yo, let me tell you, I saw it. They was running 3 and 4 players down.
Yo, they was on him. I said, you know what, this ain't this serious. You know what I'm saying? He got his point. I said, Jay, you done for the day, man. You leave out of here the gate. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm sorry, the gate.
No, look, but he said it like he had 20, like he doesn't have 51, 73, 92, 90. We took him out halftime. He had 20.
yo, but that 20, that was a hard 20. They were sending 3, 4 guys grabbing, hugging, mugging. They had the DJ playing them guys like they was on steroids. How you doing? You know, but here go the Viking, man.
What's happening, coach?
Hey, how you doing, man? What's going on?
How you doing, my brother?
Hey, same old, man.
Bring the phone back some. Bring the phone back some so the people can see who you are. There you go.
Just came to check the big dog. I seen him doing interviews, you know what I'm saying?
I'm glad. And look, I'm glad you on here too, brother. I want to give you guys a big salute for everything that you guys are doing and done for the city of New York City and Brooklyn. Right?
Thank you.
Give a little background about yourself and how long you've been with South Shore.
South Shore girls basketball. I've been there like 19 years, 19, 20 years.
Yo, man.
And where you from, man?
All I do, I served the big guy.
I'm gonna bring, and I can bring you back. I can bring you back for your own show. Don't worry about it. Nah, I've been
it's all about fun, man.
I reached out a couple of times to try to get one of you guys on, man. But I'm glad I got you here.
No problem, no doubt, man. Yeah, now, you know, Bud doing the right thing. He always about the kids. You know what I'm saying? One thing he always told me, even during the pandemic, JC was in that gym every day. So, you know what I'm saying? He getting his flowers while he here, man. He deserves it.
I say that too, man. You know, we as adults, sometimes we come down on kids and wonder why some of the kids don't mess with us, right? Because we always checking, like, putting them down and not lifting them up. So with this situation with JC having this week, I just want to say big kudos to him and the Thomas Jefferson Program, and good luck when you go to Hostra, because this week is going to prepare you mentally and have some of those guys, when you come in, that's the kid that hit 92, 90, and going to make you really step your game up. So it's all good, brother.
Sure. Yeah, definitely.
Listen, I'm going to let you guys go, right? Let you have your beer and enjoy yourself. Coach, please, I would love to have you on the show so we can just talk South Shore girls basketball.
All right, no doubt. Hit me up anytime.
All right, we're going to do that.
All right, man. Yo, Pool, man. Thanks, basketball heads. Good night to y'all, man. God bless.
Yo, Bud, love you, brother. And yo, send me his information so we can make that happen, and I'll make sure you get your picture.
My man, I got you. Later, y'all.
Hello. Yeah.
Yeah, call me in 15 minutes.
Thank my God for coming on. I want to thank everybody. Coach Jaquann popped in. Who knew that was going to happen? South Shore. It's legendary. 2 legendary coaches making it happen. When it's all said and done, you will see their names up on the Mount Rushmore of New York City basketball. I'm your host, Glenn Pollard, and you've been watching Basketball Heads, the official home for New York City basketball. Peace.